الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أهلا ومرحبا بكم في حلقة جديدة من برنامج Arabic True Stories. طيب عبد الله اليوم ماذا نفعل؟ What are we doing? نحن نتعلم learn كيف
نحن
نتعلم كيف how نستخدم المعجم. ما معنى المعجم؟ Dictionary. معجم means dictionary, and the dictionary that we are going to use is a dictionary of modern written Arabic handswear, and this is one of the best dictionaries that's available there. Okay. Also, we are not going to go through the entire usage. We're going to just learn few things as usual. We don't learn the entire thing in one shot. So I'm going to give you the first installment of it, which is how to find certain things that we need right now. Okay, maybe just the meaning and a couple of things that we're going to learn today. So we're going to do certain activity to find out how we're going to use the dictionary for now. Okay? طيب؟ جاهز؟ طيب. نبدأ. Okay, I'm going to show you certain words now, and I want you to read the Madi and the Mudari'a of it. طيب. لعب. He played. Well, what is the Mudari'a of it?
He's playing.
He is playing. And what is it? يقرأ. يلعب. طيب. ذهب.
means he went.
نعم. ويذهب.
means he is going.
He is going. طيب.
شرب means he drank.
طيب.
يشرب means he's drinking.
And كبر.
is getting big.
got big. طيب.
ويكبر
read. أريد أن تقرأ.
يكبر is getting big.
نعم. وجلس
is he sat.
ويجلس
is he is
sitting. Now لاحظ ما فاء هذه الكلمة. What is the fa of this كلمة? لام of the first one, right? Of the first, this one over here, لام. طيب. And what is the fa of ذهب? ذا. And what is the fa of شرب?
شين.
What is the fa of كبر?
كاف.
What is the fa of جلس? جيم. طيب. انظر على هذه الحروف. Notice what is there on these letters, on the fa of this. There's fatha, there's fatha, there's fatha, there's fatha, and there's fatha. Right? So no problem. So all Madi have a pattern, has fatha and fa. So no problem, we don't need to worry about it. So, okay, now look at the ba. What is the lam of this kalima? Ma lam hadhihi kalima? Ba. Wa this one?
Ba.
And shariba?
Ba.
And kabura? Ra. And jalasa? Sin. طيب. لاحظ, notice, لاحظ ما على هذه الحروف. فتحة. جميل. الآن we know that fa and lam both have fatha. No problems. We don't need any help. It's a rule. Right? Now notice on ayn. What is on ayn? Kasra. What is on ha, which is the ayn of this word? Fatha. And what is on this one?
Fatha.
No, sorry. Look at here. Shariba. Kasra. And what is on this one?
Wow.
Dhamma. And what is on this one? Fatha. So what do we know? That sometimes it is fa'ila, which is kasra. Sometimes it is dhahaba. Sometimes it is fatha. Sometimes it is kasra. Sometimes it is dhamma. No.
And fa'ula.
So unfortunately in Arabic there is no rule that says what should be on the middle root letter of the Madi. Okay, which means what? You need to refer somewhere. Okay, So that's one purpose why we will use the mu'jam right now, to find out what is the letter on the middle root letter in Madi, because there is no haraka, there is no rule for the haraka. Sometimes it's fatha, kasra, sometimes it is dhamma. So we're going to, I'll show you now. Okay, tayyib. Now notice on mudariya. Mudariya also is the same thing. Notice that the ya has fatha on all of these. Okay, and the middle root letter, which is the lam, the first root letter fa, has sukoon. See, sukoon and sukoon.
Because it
Okay.
has 4 letters.
Yeah, and notice what is there on the last root letter. Dhamma.
Dhamma.
But notice what is on the middle root letter again.
Fatha.
Sometimes fatha, fatha, fatha,
Dhamma.
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 And kasra.
Kasra.
So we see that sometimes it's fatha, and sometimes it's dhamma, sometimes it's kasra. So because of this, there is no rule. Of course, in an advanced class, I will tell you that there are some clues, and it's extremely beautiful how the fatha, kasra and dhamma determine certain meanings. Okay, and that's a very advanced level, so we don't want to worry about it right now. Okay, so let's do another exercise to find out how we will use the mu'jam. Okay, tayyib.
Akhada.
We don't know that. We haven't learned that.
Because it has an alif.
Yeah.
Already.
So now what we will do is, what are the root letters of this? What are the 3 root letters of this word, Abdullah? Hamza,
Hamza,
Kha, and Zal. So in the mu'jam you can find out. Start with this one. Starts with from the left to right. So start with Hamza, and then Kha and Zal. Another problem, maybe one problem with this mu'jam is that the root letter, if it is Hamza, it is given as alif. Okay, so if it is in the beginning and if it's a root letter, it is Hamza. So don't worry that it's not alif. So it's going to be like this, akhadha. Okay, so the first, we are going to only focus on this for now. We're only going to focus on this line. In fact, only this much and the meaning of it. Okay, so notice what is the haraka on the middle root letter. We don't know, right? We're going to look at the mu'jam. In the mu'jam, the first word after the actual word is the actual English of this one. Okay, so this is what is on the after kha. What is over here? What is this? A. And A stands for fatha. If it is A over here, then we say akhadha. Okay. What about mudariya? Immediately next to it, you will have what? Another letter, which is in this case U, and U sounds like dhamma. So we say in mudariya it is dhamma. Say ya khudu. Notice here, ya khudu. Okay, and this fatha, this alif, this ye represents fatha, and it comes over here as fatha. So A for fatha and U for dhamma. So the dhamma over here represents the mudariya only. Okay, and on the word itself, this one over here is al-madi. Okay, and of course now you should know, you can find out the meanings of yourself now. Once you have the root letter, what does akhadha mean?
Akhadha means to take.
To take. Okay, so let's look at now. Why is it kasra over here? Can you tell me why is it kasra on this one? Can you see? Can you compare that?
Because fa'ila.
But on in the mu'jam, how will you find out? How is kasra represented?
Kasra is represented with I.
Yeah, very good, mashallah. This one is I. So because I represents for kasra, on the madi it is atisha. So unfortunately they don't write on this one. It's like this. So instead of kasra, they give you the English of it, and then give For if it is kasra, it will be I. If it is dhamma, it will be U. And if it is fatha, it will be A.
So
Okay?
the
Kasra?
the harakat will be fatha,
Yeah.
kasra, and fatha.
Dhamma. Right? Yeah. So yeah, here, yeah, on this word, yeah. So atisha. So in the mojam, you will not find. You don't need to worry about the haraka and ain and sheen. Why? You don't need to find out. Don't need to worry about the haraka and this ain and this sheen. Why? Because it is always same.
Always the same.
Fa and lam have the same thing. It's the middle root letter that we don't know. Okay. If for that we need to look at the mu'jam and find out what is on this one. And if it is kasra, then it is atisha. Okay. Now notice notice the mudari of this. Ya'tashu. Ya'tashu. Notice there is fatha over here and ta. So how is it in the mu'jam? How do you find out? How do you find out? Look what is there after the word. What is it?
A.
A. So if it is A, then A is equal to what?
Fatha.
Fatha. That's why we say Ya'tashu.
Ya'tashu. Ya'tashu.
Fahimd? Is it easy?
No.
So at this level, we are going to use the mu'jam for 2 or 3 purposes. One, what is the root letter? What is the haraka on the middle root letter of the mudariya? And madi. Okay. For madi, it is the full word will be given like this, and the haraka will be either be I, A, or U. Okay. If it is mudariya, then it is followed by one letter only, which is A, U, or I. And this is the haraka on which one? This is the haraka on the mudari. Okay. So this should be a good start, and we are going to learn a lot of things on how we use the mu'jam for many different purposes. But this is just the first installment of it. Tayyib? Now let's do the exercise. The last exercise depends on this one. Okay? Tayyib? Ready? Okay. Let's do the activity to put everything together that we have learned in the last 2 classes. What did we learn in the last 2 classes? We learned that every word in Arabic has 3 root letters and they come in a certain pattern. Okay? And then we looked at how to use the mu'jam. Right? So we are going to apply all of that stuff now into this activity, to do this activity. So let's, and I have picked up only the difficult ones. The other easy ones I have left it because it's easy. Okay, so let's start. So wajada is one of the harder ones to find this for the beginners. So the first thing you need to ask is wajada. What is this in the pattern of fa'ala or fa'ila or fa'ula? We don't know that. We have to look at the mu'jam. Mu'jam is what?
Mu'jam means
dictionary. So how do we find out what is the difference between these 3 patterns, Abdullah?
It matches.
What is the difference between these 3 patterns?
Fa'u, fa'i, and fa'a.
Very good. Only the haraka and ayn is different. Okay. So to find out the haraka and the ayn, we have to use the mu'jam. So what's the haraka and the ayn over here?
Haraka on the ayn.
What are the steps you would do? Where do you look in the mu'jam? Look at the word after.
After the word in Arabic.
Yeah.
Look at the English word.
Yeah. And how do you find out the haraka?
The haraka with if there's an A in the.
Where? After the middle root letter, right? After the second root letter. What is the second root letter over here?
The second root letter is Jim.
Jim. So here in English, J is equal to that. So what is after J?
A.
Yeah. So that means it is
Fatha. Fa'ala.
Fa'ala. It is wa ja da. Okay. So now the complication or the difficulty thing is in the Mudariya. Whenever you have a waw in the first root letter, it's a little complicated in the beginning. Okay, so again, the Mudariya can come in 3 patterns: yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, and yaf'ulu. Okay, so we need to find out what the difference between these 3 things is. Just the haraka on the middle root letter, which is yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, or yaf'ulu. How do you find out, Abdullah? Usually, if it was a normal word where there is no waw, you will find one letter after this one. Okay, but here we will find the whole word. The dictionary gives you the whole word because it's complicated one. So when you have waw, the pattern becomes very simple actually. The waw drops off and it becomes yajidu. Notice the waw drops off. It becomes yajidu. Okay, and the amr is on the pattern of, if there's a waw, then the amr is just jid. The waw drops off in both Mudariya and amr. Okay, I want you to pay attention because you are going to have these questions in the test. So in Mudariya and in amr, the waw drops off if the waw is the first root letter. Okay? So it's as simple as that one. So let's go to the next one. Qadara. So what, again, you have to ask, is this in the pattern of fa'ala, fa'ila, fa'ula? How do you find out?
Look at the English word.
Very good. You look at the English word.
It is.
And what is
the middle letter?
Yeah.
D.
Okay.
So, and that stands for dal.
Okay.
So, and after D is A. That means it's fatha. So
Very
it's
good.
fa'ala.
Very good. Qadara, hakada. Very good. Now notice that usually you will find only one letter, but here you have 2 letters. Now that means that this is available. This Mudariya for Qadara can be either
ulu, and ilu.
Very good, mashallah, because there's I and U, so there's a kasra and dhamma. Very good. Okay, and that's all we need to know. So now see, it's easy. So akhada is another exception word. Okay, because hamza, waw, and ya, whenever these letters come, there's some exceptions. Over here we just studied how waw is an exception. Here hamza is also an exception, but not in the madi. Okay, so what's the madi? Is it based on the pattern of fa'ala or fa'ila or fa'ula?
It's fa'ala.
How? Why?
Because after the K is the A.
Very good. So it is fa'ala. MashaAllah. I think we all chose fa'ala this time. Okay. Taib. Now notice the Mudariya. Is this on the pattern of yaf'alu, yaf'ilu, or yaf'ulu?
Yaf'ulu.
Why?
Because there's a U after the English word.
MashaAllah. Yaf'ulu. Okay. Now, what's the exception? Because it seems like normal. The exception is in command. So instead of if'al, the command is khudh. Khudh. Notice there's no, it's not based on the pattern of if'al or uf'ul. Yeah, the waw goes away because the hamza goes away. And it just khudh. Okay? Okay. The last one is bala'a. Bala'a is to swallow. Now, is it based on, what's the pattern? Which pattern is it? Fa'ala or fa'ila or fa'ula? Here's the English word.
It is fa'ala.
Fa'ala. But this also has 2 possibilities. Notice there's one more after it.
It could be fa'ila.
Fa'ila, mashallah. And what is the Mudariya?
The Mudariya is fa'ala.
No, you have to look at, is it yaf'alu or yaf'ilu or yaf'ulu? Look at what is your letter.
Yaf'ala.
Yaf'alu.
Yaf'alu.
Because there's a ya over here. And the amr is, it's based on simply the pattern of, because whenever you have fatha, it's based on the pattern of if'al. If you go back to level 1, you know it. Whatever is there on the Mudariya, that's the pattern on command. So it becomes ibla. Ibla. Okay. So that's how you use the root letters, the patterns. Okay. All of this. So this is a great step. This is the first step to all the nice things that will come in future, inshallah. Okay. فهمت؟
فهمت.
Okay, جميل جدا. That's it. Thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Bye guys. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave in the comment section down below. Bye.